Hello and welcome to my second video. This is Tivana Teaist. My name is Avi and I'm about to introduce a tea that I come across I find most interesting. I'm going to taste it. Maybe I'll bring the table a little closer. Just in a nice hot water, just boiled. This is a breakfast tea from Simpson and Vale, which is a tea company that I've just started to get from, and it's not bad. Nice. It's a loose leaf tea. It's a breakfast tea. And what is breakfast tea? Simple, it's tea that you have with breakfast. Okay, that's it for the video. I'm kidding, don't you dare change that channel. Nice round cup of leaves. I'm going to put it in this teapot, which the best way, it's not for a stove. You warm it up, which I already did. Discarded the water. Nice, fresh. I like this way of steepy, loose tea. Because unlike a tea bag, let's see, sometimes measuring these things. I'm trying to think of the cup. Because unlike a tea bag or a filter, to filter out the loose tea, like baskets such as this. You get to see the leaves unfurl. You get to see them expand, and because you also get to see the watercolor change. I just put that in now. Okay. My watch, so I can time it. And keep that warm. You get to see it unfurl, and it's also the best way to make loose tea because not only unfurls, it expands, and you get to have the full taste and the full benefits of the tea leaf, something that you don't normally get from a tea bag. Regardless if it's like those small paper ones or the tea sachets, the pyramid bags, or the filters it would, but not as much. So I just put this in here so I could, filter out the leaves. Even though I really don't mind drinking the leaf with the tea, but anyway, for this video I will. I thought this was interesting because. Usually the breakfast teas you hear about is mostly English breakfast, Irish breakfast, and Scottish breakfast. American breakfast you don't really hear too often. Though there was a coffee house called PJ's Coffee, but I don't know if they're around anymore. They're from the South. They came up here, but then they left. It wasn't too bad, but they did have good tea. And they had a brand there called Mighty Leaf, and they had a blend called Americana Breakfast. It wasn't too bad, but I don't see it around. I do see some of their other blends in stores, but not that one. I guess I could look it up online. I think I'm going to do a video with different breakfast teas, comparing them, the styles, because some are stronger than others, and you can definitely tell from the leaf. The English breakfast is probably the lightest of them all, of Ireland and Scotland. And actually, technically, it's actually a Scottish blend. It was blended and sold in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and then moved down to London, where it became a favorite of Queen Victoria. And then later on, because over there they just seem to call it breakfast teas. They don't really say, oh, this is English, this is Scottish, this is Irish, this is Welsh, what have you. Even though I never heard of a Welsh breakfast tea, but Might exist somewheres. Um, but English is the lightest. And for that, it could be about 5 minutes. It'll be okay. And they're blended, for in the mornings. It's good with different foods, like fried foods, like sausages, eggs, toast, whatever foods they had at the time. 1 more minute for this. I'm steeping this for 4 minutes because it's a mixture of black and oolong teas. And oolong, you don't really want to steep it too long. Nice. The Irish breakfast is a little bit stronger. And for that, you probably no more than 4.5 minutes max. Okay. And then the Scottish breakfast, oops, my watch. And for the Scottish breakfast, it's the strongest of the breakfast teas. Oh, that me lads and lassies. That is a powerful tea. That, for steeping, probably no more than 1 to 2 minutes for a Scottish tea. Any longer, you really love your tea strong, or you might as well just drink coffee, because it's powerful. Your spoon will stand straight up, without assistance. That is just a little cup of sugar. Of course, the best way to drink a new tea is just as it is. And if you feel like you need an additive, like milk, cream, sugar, honey, lemon, then you can add that later on. But when you first do it, might feel a little too high. I know you can see it, but tea kind of. I don't have a cameraman, so I can't zoom in that. But it's nice, like a light brown color, sort of an amber color. The aroma's nice. This blend, created for American tastes, is composed of teas from India, Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon, China, and Formosa. It's interesting because that's the formal name of Taiwan. They have the name for Ceylon, Sri Lanka, but they call Taiwan Formosa. Maybe it's a typo? I don't know. Though they do have Taiwan in the catalog. It is fully bodied and malty, with a bright amber cup, and a delightful flowery bouquet. It can be enjoyed as it is, or excellent with milk, lemon, or sweetener. American breakfast is a blend that's a perfect choice for your first cup of the day. Ingredients: black teas and oolong tea. It's actually over 100-year blend. Just thought it was interesting. American breakfast, why not? There's a tea mug, Harney and Sons. They make a New England breakfast tea, which I had no idea what it was until I read it. It's basically a black tea with maple, which I love, by the way, pure maple. None of that fake crap you see in the store, log cabin. Ugh. But pure maple syrup, oh man. Ooh. What I love to do is with a maple tea. So I'll make a cup, like a maple flavored tea, and it's fine as it is. But I get these like little maple candies, which are shaped like a maple leaf, just pure maple. It's molded into leaf, no additives, anything. It's pure maple, and I like to dunk that or put that right into the mug, let it dissolve, and then stir it up. And oh god, Of course, you could do the same thing with maple syrup. Oh man, it is brings out the flavor. It is delicious. I gotta try that tea. I think in another video I will maybe compare the different teas, like I said before, like English, Irish, Scottish, and American breakfast. And if I can find Mighty Leaf, I'll get the Americana breakfast. And maybe the New England. That's a lot of tea. Maybe you need a bigger table. And I'll compare the different teas. They have different styles too. I'd love to do a video with a leaf because there's different processing for leaves. Kind of they put in the bags, kind of they make just for the loose leaf tins, like such as this. Yeah, I got this from a catalog from their. I got a sample because they have different teas in honor of like a series. One is for book authors. It's all the way in the back here in the catalog. They have some really good teas, like from Republic of Georgia, not Georgia State, not not down south, but the Republic out near Russia, which I heard they once, I think they stopped the production, but apparently not. And you can get that. You get tea from Thailand, Vietnam, Nepal. I've had tea from Nepal. Korea. Yeah, I definitely got to try these teas. And Colombia, even. Oh, they have a white tea from Colombia. Harney and Sons had one. That's where I got the Colombian teas. A black tea and a green tea. Didn't know they made white tea in Colombia. That's good. Gotta try that. They have different ones here. Indonesia. I've had tea from Indonesia. Not a huge fan. Maybe theirs is better, but from what I hear, they got the great climate, but they like to make teas mostly for iced teas and tea dust, really, from what I hear. Maybe it's different there, I don't know. The national parks, which I'm going to do another video on. Try their teas. They have Acadia, which is a small national park in Maine. That's where my family's from. That's kind of what caught my eye, and so I got samples from all their 6. They only have 6 teas from 6 parks. Shenandoah, it's Virginia. Shenandoah. Kind of makes me think of the John Denver song, which is now running through my head. They have the Grand Canyon, they have Yellowstone. I've been to Yellowstone. Never been to Grand Canyon, but Shenandoah, Acadia, of course. I think most of these places, maybe half. Acadia, Shenandoah, Yellowstone. The rest I haven't. And so the Grand Canyon, the Great Smoky Mountains, Yosemite Sam, the Rocky Mountains, and Zion National Park in Utah. Some are green tea, some are herbal, some are black. Great Smoky Mountains, I can only imagine. That's probably Lupshang Shushang tea. The one from Maine is a blueberry flavor. It's a green tea with blueberries. Probably wild blueberries, as Maine is quite famous for wild blueberries. Delicious. Shenandoah. Yeah, that's an herbal tea. Different herbs that they get around. At least it seems herbal. Oh no, it's a green tea, I'm sorry. It's a green tea with many different herbs and fruits and such. Great Smoky Mountains. I'll go more on that later. They have other cool stuff in here too, mugs and filters. They even sell coffee. Not a huge fan of coffee, however. I use this mug because it cools down quicker. Oh, let's see. It's rich. Malty? I think so. Malty, brisk. It's not real strong, but it's not real light either. It's not Scottish. Well, the oolong plays a great role in this. Oolong is strong in this cup. This would be great with Chinese food. I just had Chinese a few nights ago. This would be great with it. Or Japanese or whatever. I'm trying to think of something I could compare it to, but it kind of escapes me. I'm not sure, but I think I might detect a little bit of honey. Like a hint, faint hint of honey. This is definitely a breakfast cup. Actually, I think you could drink this any time of the day. It's not just necessarily for breakfast. Even on the other teas I mentioned, you could have them any time of the day, really. Thinking of food pairings, like I said, Asian, Chinese, Japanese, any from that part of the world would be really good. I'll add a little sugar to bring out some of the hidden flavors. It's like about half of this. I gotta stir it a little bit while because sugar takes a little while to dissolve. I don't use the plain like the regular white sugar. This is raw cane sugar. You don't really need a whole lot of it, which is good. Seems more oolong-ish than black tea, if that's a word or comparison. I can taste the black tea. Maybe the sugar brings it out more, but I think I taste a little bit more honey, like honey-like. I think I do agree with a flowery bouquet. Kind of does taste a little bit of that. What kind of flowers? I don't know. Can't tell. Maybe cherry blossom. But definitely honey. Black tea with honey. Yummy. Yeah. It's really good. If there's any really flavors I could pinpoint, there's like notes of a flower, like a flowery kind of taste. It's not like I eat flowers that often, so I can't really tell you what kind. Maybe rose petals, cherry blossoms, orchids. But definitely has a nectar, like a honey in there. Heck, this is nectar of the gods. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below and hit subscribe, and hit the bell too on the right under the video for any notifications. And when I go live. And have a wonderful day and be safe. And happy sipping.